And welcome back, folks. And I told you I had some more guests coming on, and I do. And this is an organization that they're representing that I really want you all to get to know about, because it's I think it's a very important organization. It's called CASA. And I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Oh, well, thank you for having us on.
Thank you for being on.
My name is Holly Carroll, and I'm actually the new executive director of CASA.
Bless your heart.
I've been there almost 3 months now.
Okay,
so,
good.
It's very exciting. I'm very blessed to be here and be a part of such a great organization and be able to come on here and talk to you as well.
Oh, I'm thrilled to have you all on, because like I say, CASA is something that's near and dear to me after I finally found out that there were situations where you all were needed. So Chris, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit.
Yeah, I'm Chris Janetsko, and I'm the Outreach and Volunteer Manager. And so CASA stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates for Children. And basically the small and simple explanation of what we do is that we work with community volunteers to advocate for children that are generally in abuse and neglect situations. So they become the voice of that child in court and represent them and make a recommendation to our judges.
And that to me is awesome. And there are people out there from nice, stable homes that are saying, you got to be kidding me. Really, this is needed? Yeah. We're going to show you a real quick little video right now that they have developed for us to show and let you know exactly what it is that we're needing. We need you to know about, and we may need you to volunteer. So, Bryce, if you can flip up that video for us, that would be great.
My childhood experience was sad and emotional. My parents were big into drugs and alcohol. They would not come home till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning every day, and they would have me to watch the kids and feed them. We never had food or clothes, and when they did come home, my stepdad would abuse me. But at age 13, I was finally taken into custody, and then I was appointed a CASA.
In Tennessee, we currently serve 5,000 children with CASA volunteers, and that's a great big number, and it's wonderful. However, that's only half of the counties in our state that have programs, and our counties oftentimes can only serve half of the children in need.
A CASA volunteer is an extremely important person in any of the dependency and neglect cases.
They have that ability to really deep dive into that child's life and that child's needs.
The court is assured that there's a person there whose primary purpose is just to be sure that that child or children get everything that they need throughout the process of that case.
And we always know that our CASAs are objective and looking out for that child.
A lot of times case managers change, workers at DCS change. These children may go from foster home to foster home. But the CASA volunteer is the one person that is there the entire time, from the beginning until the end, and sometimes continues that relationship after the case is closed.
The nature of CASA is that we come from all walks of life. And so CASA is very good about finding which of their volunteers has the best connection to a child in need.
You don't have to have prior experience with the court or even children. As long as you have a heart for the work and the passion to do it, you can be an everyday hero for children in Tennessee.
The comprehensive training and the fabulous staff support will enable you to advocate very effectively for a child.
My CASA volunteer saved my life, to be honest. I was not going to have anywhere to go. I was probably going to end up aging out and probably be on the streets and end up just like my biological family. So she changed me and made a difference and was there and supported me through everything.
It is very fulfilling and it is very rewarding, and it's needed. I wish that it weren't needed, but it is, and somebody has to do it.
I think the most rewarding thing I find about being a CASA volunteer is to actually see that the things you do and the effort you put in have direct results to benefit the children that are in need.
When you see a child go finally into their forever home, and you know that they're going to be safe and they're going to be happy and taken care of, and they're going to be able to reach their potential now as people, it's extremely rewarding to know that you had a hand in that.
Every child in our community is our child, and we have a responsibility to every child in our community. So if there's a child who has been abused and neglected and needs someone to speak up for them, we need to step up.
If CASA were able to grow their scope and their ability to help our children in Tennessee, it would mean unimaginable things.
More CASA advocates would mean healthy children. Children that are staying in school, children that are graduating, families that are healthy, families that are working, families that are law-abiding, contributing to our economy. It helps everyone.
It would grow the awareness of abuse and neglect, and it would empower people to stand up and speak out to make changes for the children in our lives.
It means we can serve all of the children that need to be helped.
You could be that one person that a child needs, that stable person, that stable support system that can make or break them.
I would encourage you to just come and talk to us, go through the training, and give it a try.
It's a great opportunity to be able to do something that has deep and impactful purpose, but that can also work into whatever else you have going on in your life.
20,000 children.
20,000 children.
20,000 children in Tennessee are in need each year.
Someone has to be for the child.
Why not you?
Why not you?
Why not you?
Visit beforthechild.org.
My
Awesome video, and I hope
experience
that enlightened
was
some people out there.
sad and
Because
emotional.
I
My
know when I
parents
first heard of CASA, I thought, is there really a need for this? And then as I researched it and being with United Way and knowing some things that were going on, I thought, golly bum, I can't believe this has been kind of in the background. So you need advocates, and you also have an event coming up. So where do we want to start?
Well, just to kind of piggyback off the video that we saw, this video was actually kind of produced from our CASA Tennessee Association, just so that all the other CASAs across the state of Tennessee could utilize this as a recruitment effort, because the heart of our mission is to make sure that we have enough volunteers to be able to make sure that every child in our community has a safe and permanent place to call home, as every child deserves to have.
Absolutely.
And so this is just a great way to kind of share the news about CASA, about our mission, in different kind of aspects, through the judge's eyes, through a volunteer's eyes, and to actually, from the success story from the girl that was in the video, that without her CASA, she wouldn't be where she is today at MTSU, and I got to meet her last week, and she wants to be a social worker, and so she wants to use the things that happened in her life for good now. And so that's really exciting and to hear that, and to see how she's using something in her past to be able to help others. And I want to kind of let Chris tell you, because we are looking for advocates, and we have some upcoming things for our advocates and about training. As in the community, we just want everybody to be a part of, if possible.
Because I know that anytime you ask for volunteers to do something in a serious manner, like this is, people are saying, I'm not qualified.
Correct.
I'm uncomfortable doing this. But yet, Chris, you're going to tell us how these people can step out and do this.
That's correct. As you keep saying you didn't know there was such a need, I believe in Bradley and Polk counties alone, there's over 1,200 cases of reported abuse and neglect. It doesn't mean they're substantiated, but there are at least reports of abuse and neglect. And so in many of those cases, we're appointed by a judge to assess the child's home situation, look into that, really to get to know the child, talk to their parents, their teachers, people that are involved. Understand what the child wants reported to the judge, and make a recommendation in the best interest of that child. And so we do that by working with community volunteers. These volunteers, really the most minimum requirement we have is that they have to be 21 years old or older. But they can be anybody. We have retired veterans, we have police officers, teachers, retired, just a whole spectrum of people, including students also. And each of those go through a 30-hour training process that we provide for them. This is through a nationally approved curriculum through CASA. It's not something we made up on our own. It's something that has been approved by the national program. They complete that process. They go through a background check, an interview, and then they're sworn in by a judge. And after that point, they're able to act as an advocate. And We try to support our advocates in any way possible, be there for them, but this is something where they really get to make a life-changing impact in the life of a child. And we're really at a great point, I think, as an agency where the judges are trying to assign us more cases, and to do that we need more volunteers. So really by additional advocates, we are able to serve more children, and we're not going to be able to do that really until we get more advocates coming in.
All right, now if someone's interested in being an advocate, how do they let you know that?
Yeah, so they can go to our website at casabp.org, or they can email me at outreach@casabp.
And CASA BP, that's Bradley County, in case y'all.
Yes.
CASABP.
Bradley and Polk County.
Yes.
Yes, because we serve both areas.
Yes, they do take both areas. And I think one thing that people may need to know, that it was not anything I really thought about until I started being aware a couple of years ago what y'all do. But if it's an abusive situation at home, then what the children are, the advocate for them in court might be the abuser. So therefore, right, we need people who are not in the home to come in and work with these children in the abusive homes. Now, you all have an event coming up, so tell us about that.
All right, well, our event coming up, we're very excited about it because our advocates, we consider them our superheroes, or that child's hero.
Superheroes,
so,
I love it.
The event that we're having is a superhero 5K and a 1-mile walk and family fun festival. So if you're a runner, we want you to participate in the 5K, but not everyone runs, so that's okay. So we wanted to make sure that we had the 1 mile so that everyone is able to participate. The event last year, I think, was called the Advocacy Walk. Mm-hmm. So it is the same event. We've just kind of rebranded it, and we've added the 5K aspect and superhero theme and the Family Fun Festival. So the Family Fun Festival is actually free. So if you're not able to participate in the actual run or the walk, we want the community just to come out and kind of celebrate our advocates, our heroes, the children that we're helping, and just get to know about CASA and just be able to know what we do and ask any questions and just, you know, have fun. I mean, this is a small community, and we want to make sure that everybody is here working together, and that's what we do. We believe with CASA.
When is this event?
The event is Saturday, November 4th.
Okay.
It's going to be at the Greenway Park. You can still register. So you can actually go to our website that we just explained, and you can go to the 5K tab that we have on our website, and it has all the registration information. We actually can still create teams, so we have a lot of people creating teams, so different businesses. We've got some different people just want to create a team. All of our board members have created a team to really bring out the aspect and bring more people out.
That's great. And you high schools and middle schools that have track teams, you want to participate in this too, because it's great experience for you all to run in something like this. So
we do have some that are participating.
Oh, good.
So we do need some more.
Parkview Elementary has made a team.
Parkview Elementary has made a team.
Oh, fantastic. Way to go, Parkview.
They have at least 24 on their team.
24 already.
Wow.
Flash Fitness has a team, and they've got, 25 to 30 individuals signed up. So right now we're looking at 120 right now. Mm-hmm. We'd love to have 150 more, especially since it's kind of rebranded and we're kind of kicking this off.
Right.
To get the community support.
I think another thing important to mention is that this event has always been, as it was an advocacy walk and as it's been rebranded to be the Superhero 5K, has been in honor of Militia Gibson.
Oh, I remember that. My mother worked for the Department of Human Services when that happened, and so yes, I remember that. Okay, so they can go on casabc.org or to register and to find out any other information that they need to find out. And this is Saturday, November the 3rd. November 4th, Greenway Park.
Yes.
9 to 1, is that what the time is?
Well, to register is from 8 to 9, but it starts, the run and walk will start at 9:30.
Okay, 9:30.
And the Family Fun Festival will go till 1 o'clock.
Okay, super. Thank you all so much for being on, because this is kind of, you try to not let things like that be the best kept secret in Bradley County, but sometimes they are. And like I say, some of us from stable situations don't realize that these situations are there. So thank you all so much, and I hope you have a huge crowd. And all of you school runners, get out there and run, because you need to run and they need you to run. So thank you all so much for being on. Folks, don't go away. Same little thing I always say, watch our commercials, support our sponsors, they pay our bills, and I'll be right back with upcoming events.